Hello all, welcome to our virtual lab tutorials on web designing. This lab is under information technology branch in 4th semester. The experiments under this labs are to create a simple HTML file to demonstrate the use of different tags, to create an HTML file to link to different HTML page which contains images, tables and also links, to create registration forms as mentioned below with the procedure of creating a registration form named as registration.html, setting the background colors, use table for alignment, providing font size, font colors, etc. So first of all, in writing experiment, we will take first three experiments into consideration. We'll write a single code in which all these three experiments will be covered. So for writing the code, you need to open Notepad. So I have opened my Notepad++. Inside this, I'm writing the basic HTML tags, that is HTML. We need to close the tag. Remember one thing, that whenever you open a tag, you need to close it. After that, head section, you need to close the head section also. After that, body. So this is a basic HTML structure which you need to follow. Under head section, we can write CSS, JavaScripts, meta tag descriptions, titles and so on. Under body tag, whatsoever text or images and tables, lists, whatsoever we want to display on a web page, those all things will come under body tag, right? So first of all, I am writing title of my page. In this, I am writing Dronacharya. So this is the title of my page. Now, if I want to run this program, I need to save this by using Ctrl S, and we need to create one directory. And desktop, I am creating a folder named as virtual lab manual. Inside this, I am saving this file with index.html, right? So here our virtual lab manual folder is there. Inside this, a file named index.html is appearing. If I double click on this file, it will open on browser, and you can see that here Dronacharya is displayed. So as we have mentioned the title tag named as Dronacharya, so that is displayed over here, right? So whatsoever text we want to display on our taskbar, that can come with the help of title tag, right? After this, inside body section, we can have n number of tags such as p tag, that is for paragraph tag. Whatsoever text we will write here, that will be displayed as paragraph, like hello students, welcome to Dronacharya family, right? So if I save it and if I run it again, So as you can see, that is displayed over here. Hello students, welcome to Dronacharya family, right? Again, we can have image tag also, like img src is for source. We can set the width and height of image. We can have alternate option also. For that we have add. So this is attribute and it is value. Again, this is attribute and this is value. This is attribute and this is value. So it is the attribute value pair. So src, we have to give the link of the file where that particular image is stored. Width, whatsoever width we will give, suppose I have given 200, so width will be of 200 pixels. Height, I have given 200, so height will be of 200 pixels. ALT is for alternate text, means, by the way, due to some network fluctuations, if your image is not uploaded on the server, or by the way, by opening the page, a particular page of a website, the image is not downloaded on your browser, so this alternate text is appeared in place of that image. So we can write anything, whatsoever text you want to display in place of your image if image is not uploaded or downloaded, right? So we can have alternate text, right? So right now, as in src, I have not given any link to that image, so my image will not be displayed on my browser. So alternate text will be displayed, named as alternate text. If I refresh it, look, so this 200 width and 200 height image section is appearing, but alternate text is showing because image is not loaded, right? So you can have image like this. I have a number of images over here, so I can use any of the image. So I'm using this image inside this folder, and the name of my image is pic1. So I'll replace this thing with pic1.jpg. The extension of my image is jpg. And remember one thing, pic1 is having one space, so I need to give one space also. Now if I again, that is not uploaded, again some problem is there, I think. So there is one option named as inspect element also. So you need to right click over here and inspect it. A toolbar will appear, so that will give you the exact thing whatsoever it is displayed over here. So pic1, I can edit this thing over here, and at runtime I can see the changes. So that is not the problem. I think some extension problem is there. It is a JPEG image. Yeah, so I have written JPG in place of JPEG. So if I have corrected that thing, the image is appearing into my browser, right? Similar way, we are having UL and LI tag. For that you need to write UL. For UL means unordered list. Inside this UL we can write n number of LI tags. Suppose I have written coffee over here. Again I am creating one LI. I have written tea over here. Another one LI. I have written butter. So if I run the tags, so that is displayed like this: coffee, tea and butter. So this is unordered list, that's why these bullets are showing here. If I want this thing in numeral orders, so I can change this UL with OL. So if I change this UL with OL, so automatically you can see the changes. If I refresh it, then you can see 1 coffee, 2 tea and 3 butter. So in this way this UL and LI and OL and LI works. These are really very important tags, as in our further sessions we'll be discussing that these are very helpful in creating galleries, navigation links, and creating static as well as dynamic galleries. And lots of things will be there using this UL and LI tags, right? So another important tag is div tag. That is really very important tag. Div means a division tag. So one important thing about div tag is that I have created this div tag, but if I run this page, nothing will be displayed on that this particular page, right? So if I want to display a div section, means a division, so I need to write a CSS for that. CSS means cascaded style sheet. So 3 types of CSS are there, basically internal, inline and external CSS. So I am writing in internal CSS, which will be inside our head tag with style tag. Inside this style tag I am using selector as div, because right now I am having only one div in my page. I am not using the concept of class and ID right now. So for this I am using width colon 300 px, means pixels, height colon 200 px, and to show the border I am using border colon 1 px space solid, right? So if I refresh the page, now you can see the section. This div is created. It is having width of 300 pixels and height of 200 pixels, and accordingly this div is displayed into my page. Now whatsoever thing you want to have inside this div, you can have images, links, you can have videos, you can have iframes, whatsoever things you want to display, you can have in this div tag. Remember one thing, nowadays companies are using div tag in place of table tags, because the response time is very fast using div tag. The page loads very fast if you use this div tag, right? So this is a very important tag for current scenario, right? So we will be discussing lots and lots of more tags. So for experiment number 1, we have discussed this paragraph tag, image tag, UL tag, LI tag, and OL tag, ordered list tag, division tag, right? In our coming sessions we will be creating one web page in which we will be having more and more tags, right? So till now, thank you very much for watching this tutorial, this virtual lab tutorial on web designing. Thank you very much.